It's very confusing to me, but hey, I don't run CVS.
If we learned one thing today, it's that you don't run CVS.
I don't. I'm not the CEO. Hello, all of my YouTube friends. We did it! 200 subscribers. Hooray! This week, I'm starting a new mini-series called K-Beauty at the Drugstore. Now, CVS recently launched a new initiative to bring K-Beauty, which are Korean beauty products, to CVS stores nationwide. Now, I think they're starting small scale first, and there are a few flagship stores, preliminary stores that will get the whole K-Beauty collection, and then it'll slowly start to be filtering into other CVS's around the country. Fortunately, because I live in New York City, 2 of those big stores are here in my hometown, in my place of origin, in the city in which I call home, in the Big Apple. My introduction to K-Beauty skincare has pretty much exclusively been through Sephora, so those are naturally slightly more expensive than what you'd find at the drugstore. So I was very excited to see that we could bring K-Beauty to the people in a much more attainable, affordable way. So I took my little tookus over there. I picked up just a few items from my local CVS store, and I'm very excited to try them out with you here today. Also, what's really exciting is that none of these products require the use of outside tools or equipment, no brushes, no sponges. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with a really cool eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow product by EcoSoul is the name of the brand, and it's called Water Eye Tint. Oh no, wait. Oh, what's the brand? I can't tell if the brand is EcoSoul or if the brand is The Saim. I'll link everything below, don't worry. Okay, so this is in the shade Alone Champagne. It's like a champagne-y color. So I'm definitely going for a really natural look today. I'm inspired by the women in Korea. They're all about fresh face, glowy skin, dewy, natural, flushes of color, that kind of makeup. And that's really where I have been with my makeup recently. And we're starting off with this really cool liquid eyeshadow. Here she be. The top is this like faux bamboo or like wood, keeping in line with EcoSoul, you know, kind of like eco-friendly, whatever. This color is so beautiful. It's definitely like a true champagne color with a little bit of pink in it. And it has like a perfectly cylindrical doe foot applicator. So really easy to apply, one would hope. Let's dive in. That's really pretty. I am going to take this just to my crease and then just see how it blends out with my fingers, blending it into my crease a little bit. That actually works nicely. It doesn't drag too much. It does dry pretty quickly, which is definitely a plus, but that means you have to work quickly if you're going to blend it out in any way. And this was just one of, I think, 4 or 5 shades. Of course, I only picked up one, but they had like a bright blue that was iridescent, another sort of soft rose gold pink color. I think they had like a bright pink and then more of like a burgundy shade. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, but this could definitely be a new fave of mine. And this was $9.50, which may be on the higher end for drugstore, but it's still pretty reasonable, especially for how much product you get, which is quite a bit. This is something I would definitely spend almost $10 on. Like I said, you get a lot of product, a little goes a long way, kind of like the Stila Magnificent Metals, but in the Shimmer and Glow formula. So this is definitely a plus, a check, a pro, a positive one, a good, a go get 'em, green light. Should I put some under my eye too? What do you think? What does everyone think? All right, I wouldn't normally put such a light color under my eye as the only thing, but maybe let's put some in the inner corner and see how that goes. One thing I find sometimes about liquid eyeshadows is that if you bring them too close to your tear duct or your inner corner, or if they get too close to your actual eye, they burn a little, which obviously isn't a good sign, but I am getting none of that with this. I am very happy with this. I think it looks so pretty. And I think the other shades would be really nice too, but look how nice it looks with just some concealer down. Okay, let's move on to blush. I'm so excited about this. Look, it looks like a macaroon. Macaron. This is called the Macaron Cream Filling Cheek. And this is by It's Skin. And it's in the shade Coral Chew. I think is how you pronounce it. And look, it's like a little macaroon. I am so in love with this packaging. Twist it off. Okay, so you use this again with your fingies. It says, using a finger, take an appropriate amount of macaroon cream filling cheek. Gently touch the cheeks and evenly spread in a gentle tapping motion. All right, so I'm gonna take it on my fingers, see how much it, ooh, and that's kind of nice. It's like a little dewy, so it's not so matte. I'm just gonna take it on this finger and just see how, oh, that's very pigmented. But look at how cute it is. Oh my God, I'm in love with this. And it doesn't have like an iridescence or a shimmer to it, but just naturally has, like I said, a sort of dewy finish because it's a cream product and it doesn't dry down to matte all the way. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this. It blended out seamlessly. One finger, seamlessly, 5 seconds. Oh my goodness, in love. Obsessed. I want one in every color. And this bad boy retails for $11.99, so 12 bucks. Again, higher end for drugstore, but when we're talking about Sephora and other luxury and high-end brands, it's nickels, it's pennies, it's, what do I say?
Quarters.
It's quarters. So that was the macaroon cream filling cheek in Coral Chew. Highly recommend. Next is mascara. I'm very intrigued by this, but if I'm being totally honest, I don't have the highest of hopes, only because I've never had success with mascara out of a tube like such. Also, for me, it's almost entirely dependent on the applicator. So if it's a shoe, if it's a poopy applicator, we're gonna get a poopy application. This is called Babyface Petite Mascara. This is also from It's Skin, which is the same brand as the Macaroon Blush. They had a clear, which I found very interesting, and then they had this, which I assume is black based on the container. On the back it says volume. So that's what we can look out for. How to use. After using the curler, evenly apply the content starting from the root of the eyelashes. Okay, so there is like a sanitary sticker here, which is always very good, especially for things close to your eye. You want to make sure they're sanitary. So it's kind of just like a regular applicator. It's like, so there's like a bend to it too. Doesn't evenly coat. It's concerning to me. All right, I think I got it as good as I can. Let's stop talking about it and let's dig in. Well, alrighty, Ruski, do it all. That did the trick. I was really dubious, but it actually applied quite nicely. I'm not in love with the applicator, but the formula is actually really nice. It didn't clump. It volumized a little bit. And this retails for $5.99, which is a pretty dang good price for a mascara. Because my favorite drugstore mascara, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, retails for $9.49 or almost $10. And this is pretty much half the price of that. So this is a pretty good price for a drugstore mascara, and I will say that it performs relatively well as well. Still prefer the L'Oreal, if I'm being honest. And now for our last and final product for the day is also by the same who made this beautiful EcoSol Water Eye Tint, and this is a lip tinted product. Now, from my research and knowledge about Korean makeup, at least millennials wear just tints as opposed to lipstick sort of on the center of their lips and let it fade out as it gets closer to the line. So they definitely don't wear like heavy liquid lipstick or lip liner or anything like that. It's all about a flush, sort of like you just were sucking on a lollipop and it just made the insides of your lips very saturated, which I think is kind of fun and adorable, and it goes along with this like fresh-faced natural makeup look. I got the shade Soft Persimmon, which I believe to be a orange color, which I'm really excited about. So let's get started. This has its own little applicator and it's very saturated, so I'm going to try to be sparing at the beginning. Oh, this is a really interesting. It smells like cotton candy. I put it too close to the inside of my lip. Okay, I may have made an oopsie daisies. Because these are so, oh my gosh, saturated, a little really does go a long way, but also they fade throughout the day, so I'm not too afraid of getting it to be too pigmented in the beginning because I know it will certainly fade. Now, it honestly is gonna take me a little while to get used to this because I'm so used to having like a fully covered pigmented liquid lip, but I kind of like it. It's a little like flirty and romantic. It's very youthful, that's for sure. I'm interested to try some more colors and other brands of lip tints because that's probably the most popular product in K-Beauty and at the drugstore at CVS. They have so many different brands and colors of lip tints, so I'm really excited to try more of them out. But I really like this one. I think it's cool. It definitely stained my fingers, so just be careful if you're touching up with your fingers. Don't go ham. Use a little. Little goes a long way. Like I said, it's gonna take some getting used to. This is not my everyday, but I really like it and I want to be on this trend. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do I look silly? Before I wrap up for the day, I just wanted to mention one thing. I only reviewed 4 products for you today because there's so many products that I wanted to try and I'll just want to put them together in little mini tutorials for you guys. But also, I was a little dumbfounded at how expensive some of these products were. Some brands had products like a single product, a single highlighter, a single concealer that are $22, $23, $25, and that is just not drugstore for me at all. I don't understand why CVS would let that happen. If it's a brand that's that unattainable that you can't make a price point work for CVS, I don't think they should sell it. That being said, there were plenty of products that were absolutely affordable. I am just gonna steer clear, I guess, of the higher end products for the time being. Perhaps if I start to really, really love certain brands and want to expand my collection, I will reach out and branch out to those more expensive items. But in the beginning, it's hard for me to justify buying a $23 highlighter at the drugstore. Perhaps that's just me, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think $20 for a highlighter or a blush or an eyeliner is kind of high for a CVS or drugstore purchase? Let me know in the comments section down below. And also let me know what you think of this lip. I am really torn, I just don't know. I also have such a thin upper lip. It looks like I don't have one right now. Like when I close my mouth, it makes me sad. I just have a big orange bottom lip. Whoa. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and follow me on Instagram at laurenmarienyc. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sephora, I almost said. Bye, YouTube. My lips.